Look into the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you later.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You. Set! 319! 319! Mike 53! Gone! Defense, keep it up, guys.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hit here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Over!
Now it's the boys that stay alone. Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Leopard! Watch the curl! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Check. All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Drops it over to Ajayi. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Here I go.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, I got him.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the ball. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike 27. It's a party now.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Green 39. Mike 27.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
120! 180!
pressure here. Kevin Coleman. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Tight left. Odd. Three down. Odd.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And Denver getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. Thank you. You stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Let's go. All day, baby. All day.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Right. Gun! Detroit! 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch you now, Barney. Check 26. Hot! Hey, check.
They're going to look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's what I'm talking about. All day.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Better drop something else, baby. Yes, sir. You don't want that. Get out of here, baby. Tight right. Here we go now. Blue 90. Over.
Crash. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over. Watch you now, Barney.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Strong left. Gun! Here we go now. 319. Check 3. Hot. Bang.
Switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Showing eight, showing eight.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go now. Green 39, green 39. Mike 27, Mike. Hot. Mike 27. Come on, you better bring it. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Caught by the safety, Jarkwiski Tart. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
180, 120.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
We got 4 down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Strong right. Bring it. 47 Mike.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Yeah. Oh, nice pick.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's James. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
180. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from being cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level. One of the best players in the game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You don't want no problems with me.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
We got
21. 11.
Alert flow.
6.
Both sides.
Just throws Garoppolo.
Get him.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
21.
And he stopped immediately there.
Double up.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, tight end's right.
12.
Even. 4 down. Even.
11.
47's the mic.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
3 down.
Here we go.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Double tight.
12.
We got 3 down.
12.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Army.
Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Tight end right. Hey, we got...
Say hi.
We got 4 down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Here we go. Wait, 80. Black. 11. Go ahead.
In your face.
Working for the gun, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
They'll try again
12,
here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Tight end left. Hey. 4 down.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
11.
4 down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
3-19.
Hey, alert 3.
Fake. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
87's mine.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Detroit.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but put that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at about the 28. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to the booth right after this. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10.
Strong right. Strong right.
11, 11, 11, 11.
4 down. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I'm coming.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosty like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like. When you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the